Good morning and welcome to Tea Time Therapy. My name is Nadia Ohar Reber, and I'm going to be reading some of the quotes that I wrote. I like to do that on a daily basis because it's interesting, but it's also fun too. So, all right, the one for today is knowledge and common sense are not the same thing. You are not a song just because you sing. Common sense knows you reap what you sow. Knowledge may say stop when you really should go. Common sense says use water to put the fire out. Knowledge says fight fire with fire, causing flames all about. Common sense is not common, it's really a gift. Knowledge says that can't be, it must be a myth. so, so I think that there is a difference between knowledge and common sense. I think a lot of knowledge is taught from the outside, whereas common sense is from the inside. You have an inside knowingness, and what happens is it sometimes gets a little confusing when you bring knowledge into a situation when you're thinking it must be this way, and then someone else is telling you it's this way. But I think common sense can override knowledge at times because your inner knowingness is really what you can trust versus on the outside or what you're taught, because that can change, at any time. So I wrote on the inside, common sense is not something you can teach anybody, but knowledge can be taught and can be ever changing. Common sense can override knowledge at times because it comes from a place of knowingness without having to be taught first. Sometimes common sense seems so obvious, but not to all. And that's so true. Sometimes you'll hear someone give you information and it's almost like you wonder, oh my God, how can they really believe that, And so that's when your inner knowingness kicks in. And sometimes, a lot of times with knowledge, people stand in a place of being right. They use that knowledge, and it's hard, even if you have common sense, if it doesn't match what they're saying, even your common sense puts them on shaky ground. So what happens is they stand strong in what they believe, and your common sense won't make that much sense to them after all. And the reason I say common sense can override knowledge is because if you get quiet and you meditate, you can ask a question even beforehand. You get quiet, meditate, and I think your inner knowingness is the place to be, because your answers surface and they're coming from within. And I think you can trust that a whole lot more than something coming at you from the outside, because there is a lot of confusion out there, or there's a lot of different stories. So I would recommend getting quiet, meditate, and ask the questions that you want answered. And I think that you'll benefit from that. And that's just me using common sense to share with you. All right. Have a great day, and more later. Thank you for listening.